What is going on, everybody? You thought that Thursday night football game was depressing? Just wait till you see this live stream. We're going to be talking about DJ Moore. We're going to be talking about Thursday night football, trade targets. You'll wait and see. No, we got a great show. I wasn't prepared for the game to go overtime, so we won't officially begin the podcast till after the game's over. I'm watching the game right now. I got it in one ear. I got the Dynasty Day Trader in the other ear. We'll be talking a little bit about Dynasty football, but what I got prepared for the end of this stream was opening some NFL all day packs. But since we're trying to kill time, let's just do it right now. So I just pulled the Nick Bosa, which was great. Common Nick Bosa, very nice. Pull.
Okay.
And I'll just open these for you guys that don't know what this is. By the way, the game is in overtime. It just hit overtime unexpectedly. We're going to be ripping some packs. These are basically like sports cards for NFL, but they're NFTs. And we'll be opening up 4 of these. It'll take a while. Probably be done. The game will be done by the time we rip these 4 packs. So let's open this one. Each pack will get better and better.
Yeah, much more exciting than the game that's going on right now.
I got the game to the left just in case something exciting happens. But
yeah, like a Russell Wilson interception in the end zone again. Okay.
Russell Wilson.
Sure. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that
was in my team. Unbelievable.
This is just ridiculous. With that guy. It's literally the most boring game. I went on a Twitter rampage and I was just like, this is the most boring game ever. I'm thinking of watching the Lord of the Rings series. Is it any good? I'm like taking screenshots. It was just, if you go look at my Twitter, it's a mess. It just subs. You know what? I'll pull it up right now. Like what else we got?
Yeah, let's see it. Why not? Right? I was gonna say I'm gonna pull it up after
5
the
tweets.
Podcast, and why not?
Yeah, it's some funny stuff. But since it's on Amazon, I can take screenshots a lot easier. So, it's us here. So I got a GIF of Matt Ryan and Matt Schaub, the pick 6 king and just the regular pick lob ball guy. Blocked field goal, some nice highlights.
Boy. Yep.
And then the fans, I mean, just the fans are just,
which one has the best expression? All 4 of them have like very distinct.
Yeah, it's like one's happy though. No one's happy. And then Russell Wilson's big play of the night to Courtland Sutton. It was some kind of catch gate. As you see 2 Broncos receivers catching the same ball.
Referees on the ground. Oh, man. What's going on?
This game just doesn't stop. Like, it's just like, you have one big play in the game. Nah, it's going to be ugly. Like, it's not going to be not. Hey, I got Courtland Sutton in 2 leagues, so at least he has a catch from that.
Yeah, Mike said in our group chat earlier, Jeff Bezos paid $84 million to show this on TV.
It's
oh boy.
That's nothing to him. He probably doesn't watch football, so he probably thinks it's a good investment.
He doesn't even know. Overtime.
It's bliss. He's like, numbers add up. He doesn't know football. Then I tweeted to Captain Andrew Luck. I told him to come back and save us.
Captain Andrew Luck, we need him.
Russell Wilson, more commercials than touchdowns, with a gif of Baker Mayfield.
Ooh, that's rough. Oh boy.
And yeah, it just keeps going. We're done with this. But what was
it was a rough night for Russell Wilson and for both of them, honestly.
In the Vampire League, the chat's going crazy in the Vampire League because I started Nyheim Hines, and then last second I took him out before the game started. Yeah, so they're kind of losing it. It's that vampire intuition, dude.
Wait, what was the thought process on that? That's crazy. What a move, first of all. That's incredible.
I guess I could call it a gut feeling, but I was just thinking I'll start Jeff Wilson over him, basically. Jeff Wilson and probably Jamal Williams. I expect DeAndre Swift to be out, but I had him in there. Like, it was like last second. Crazy. So they're all like, "Oh, he got Hines," and then they look, and I don't talk to vampire hunters though. I don't talk to them. It's call it superstition. Yeah, I just relax.
You stolen from 2 teams now, right?
Yeah, I'm looking to get Travis Kelce this week.
Ooh,
All right, let's rip this pack.
Here we go.
This one just has 2 common moments, but you know.
Sure. Let's see if they're cool players at least.
And we're watching the game. Oh, Falcons team moment. That's good. That's a good rip. These are always good.
Okay, cool.
Not a great serial. 9,000 out of 10,000. But this is the Falcons top shot. All day debut. And let's see. So that's a decent pull. So far so good.
Okay.
Brian Murphy Jr.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay.
I don't know. It looks bad. I don't know. Only out of 4,500, so that's a low mint. All right. And then
so basically that was just the 2-star commons pretty much. Is the tier. Okay.
So the packs they keep getting better and better. So the last 2 packs are actually going to be good.
All right.
So this is the 3-star pack. What do we got here? 4th down. Oh, a field goal attempt.
Give us an update. I don't have it on.
Chase McLaughlin, field goal attempt. He's perfect for the night. 3 for 3.
Okay. That's good for fantasy. If you started him by any chance.
No one started him. No one started. Blankenship's still out of a job. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
With all these kicker injuries. Chase McLaughlin nails it. Oh my God. Pressure on Russell Wilson.
Now that was the first possession, right?
Yeah. Okay. So Russell's back in, and they gotta make good on this drive. They gotta come out of there with something.
Will he make it? Take your bets now.
What's up, everybody? If you're just tuning in, we're watching the game. And while we're watching the boring game, I'm ripping NFL all day packs. We'll be talking about
one so far
fantasy football later.
Yeah.
1 out of 4 packs ripped.
Atlanta Falcons team moment, and then Byron Murphy Jr. with a scoop and score, I think.
This is a terrible one. Little Jordan Humphrey, terrible serial out of 10,000. We'll move on.
Not really a great player.
7,000. Ndamukong Suh. That's not a great one either. 7,000 out of 10,000.
At least the highlights kind of dope.
Yeah, it's not worth much.
Yeah.
And Myles Garrett, a little bit better. A little bit better. I like this one. This is overall a win for this. This moment's a win. I'll take it. Definitely. Myles Garrett's worth a few bucks for sure. That's a good one. One of the best defenders in the league. Out of 7,000, I got 2,000 serial out of 7,000. All right.
Not bad. Okay. Myles Garrett, baby. So far, both packs have been a general win.
Yeah, and I got Nick Bosa before I hopped on, so that was incredible for the first one. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Oh no, we're watching. I got the game on, so I got it right here.
Oh yeah, it's a real barn burner, right? Kickers, at least. So this is now a 4-star.
All right, Russell Wilson is taking the field. They're about to snap it. He's at the 25. He fakes it. He throws it back to the running back, Melvin Gordon. 10, 20, about 23 yards on that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, for this game, that's a huge play.
So what are they at their own, like 40-ish?
Yeah.
Not
that
bad.
Was a big play. Colts defense look a little stale, maybe a little tired right now.
Yeah, it's been a long game.
It's overtime, a lot of long drives.
Yep. Field goal games too, so it's been kind of a defensive type of game.
All right, so we're hoping for one rare here, but we don't have the rare. The next one's guaranteed to have a rare at least. Okay, that's one of the worst cards you can pull. Judy's wide open. Oh my God, they're at the 15-yard line.
Oh,
no, he got him. Huge.
Wow, there we go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, he's driving.
Oh my God, 2 plays.
Is Russ cooking right now?
Yeah.
My
Pretty much.
goodness.
Technically, he is cooking.
How's the fantasy points looking though? Probably not.
I
so
mean,
good.
come on. 9-9. I mean, it's not that great. This I don't know who this is, but 146 serial out of 6,000.
Oh,
So
he's good. He's on the Jaguars now. He's a really good
Foye.
IDP player.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, he's
I
really
got a
good.
decent serial, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon, kind of up the middle, got a couple yards.
Okay.
I got Darius Slayton. That's one of the worst pulls. All right. It's all on the next one. So far, it's just been okay. It's not been horrible. It's not been great. All right, let's see what we got on this last pack. Right when I open it, the game's going to end.
Perfect timing, actually.
They're right here, so they're gonna win or tie it more than likely.
They're inside the 10, right?
Now they are. Oh my God, Melvin Gordon just flipped. They were at the 12. Now they're like at the 5.
Okay.
Melvin Gordon just ran it like 6-7 yards.
First down? Yeah, definitely first down now then.
Third down.
Oh, third down. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Third and short coming up.
He landed well for doing a flip. It could have been could have landed on his neck.
Oh boy, could have been Mike Boone's season right there.
Mike
Wow.
Boone, yeah. All right. Here we go. 3 minutes left. 3rd and 2. Hands it off. He gets stuffed. He gets about a yard at most.
Unbelievable.
So it's 4th and 1.
They're definitely going to kick the field goal.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. This game.
Oh, no. He's calling a play. He's calling a play. Nathaniel Hackett's calling a play.
Maybe
they're going for it. They're going for it.
Do you snap it?
Everyone's saying that you're trying to draw him off, but
yeah,
you never
that's
know.
I'm thinking too. You never know.
That's probably it, but you never know. Okay, I pulled the Marvin Jones. That's crap. 5,000 out of 10,000. Adrian Peterson. 5,000 out of 10. That's actually not worth a lot either. All right, so this is it's a rare. It's not a legendary, but this could be good. Let's see.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, not bad.
Okay.
I mean, Minka Fitzpatrick debut. That's okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So it was okay. I'd say, maybe just slightly above average pulls on this. Not bad.
Sure.
For a defense, I got Myles Garrett, I got Nick Bosa, and now the rare Minka Fitzpatrick. It's his debut. 600 serial out of 899. All right, enough of this crap. All right, live commenting for you guys. All right, here we go. It's 4th and 1, 2 minutes, 38 seconds left. Broncos, I think they're going for it. They're going for it. Russell Wilson is in.
Oh, they're for real going for
all the marbles.
Here we go.
5 seconds on the play clock. Whistle. Denver takes a timeout.
Unbelievable.
They're just trying to make it more boring. I understand the players are really into the game, but they gotta understand how boring this is. Come on.
This game is something else.
Some of the fans left because it was so boring.
Wow. That is shameful, actually.
What would you do here, Sushane? You're a coach. What would you do? I would kick the field goal.
Field goal. What are we talking about?
But if you kick a field goal, it will likely end in a tie.
What's better, a tie or a loss in this type of a division, Like you gotta, I don't know.
I think a win is important though. So I do get that because you got the Chiefs. I mean, you got a lot of Chargers.
Yeah, no, that is true.
It is tough, yeah.
I don't know. I think you have to kick the field goal and then just try to get a quick defensive stop and then try to go for the win.
Well, now they ain't got no timeouts. They're past that point now. They only got one timeout. All right, it's a pass play. Russell Wilson stays in the pocket. Incomplete. Oh, my God.
And the Indianapolis Colts walk it off.
Oh, my God.
In miserable Russell Wilson fashion.
The Colts are 2-2-1. Oh, my God.
That's terrible. Nathaniel Hackett is about to get fired after one season.
Well, he did kick a field goal that one time, and now he went for it. That was the
Yeah.
first game of the season, right? He kicked the field goal.
Mm-hmm. And now he went for it. He went for a 60-yarder, and then he didn't go for a. Oh boy, oh boy, he's going to be in some hot water.
Yeah,
very soon, if not already. Oh God.
If he saved that timeout, there would have been some time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh well. That was tough.
A crappy game ends with a crappy ending.
All right, we'll start the podcast. All right, guys, pretend that never happened. We're gonna start the podcast over. We'll do the whole intro and everything. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right, here, let's roll.
Can't wait.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Couch Podcast. We just got done watching the worst, most disappointing, least entertaining football game I've ever witnessed in my life. But thankfully, you're tuned into this podcast / live stream, and we have the fantasy football cure for you. Nathaniel Hackett is on the hot seat officially right now, right? It's started.
If it hasn't already, this definitely kickstarted it for sure. I mean, going for the field goal this time or last time around from 60 yards out, not going for it tonight, kind of questionable, man. Oof, rough going for Nathaniel Hackett. Rough start.
Yeah, and this AFC West division not as strong as we thought. The Raiders, Broncos. Like, it's just been crazy. Russell Wilson's in a bunch of commercials. He has like no touchdowns. I mean, what's going on? Like, this is
rough, man.
This is a mess. I had feelings today, and this is the first time I felt this way in my life. I felt like turning off the game and watching regular television. I've never felt this way. Like,
dang.
Ever, whether it be reruns of Seinfeld or starting to watch the Lord of the Rings TV show. Look, I don't have time to take on another show right now. No way. I have no time. But, may have tuned into the first episode of that. I heard it was okay. I started watching that. It was bad. It was bad for fantasy. No one started Chase McLaughlin. I think we started Mike Boone in the duos league because our team is that much of a disaster. We drafted great, but we traded for Cordell Patterson. He gets hurt. We drafted Eli Mitchell. We drafted Javonte Williams. It's been a huge mess. Like, I legit have Mike Boone and Deion Jackson on that team. That's the Colts running back. For you guys that don't know, that's the Broncos running back. Nyheim Hines concussed right away. I had him starting in the Vampire League, and last minute, I had some kind of vampire spidey sense, and I took him out right before the game started.
Yeah, what a call.
He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt like on the second or third play of the game. Like, that was crazy. It was a really bad concussion, very similar and eerie to the Tua situation that went on. But we're here to answer your fantasy football questions. It's a fun, short podcast tonight. More than likely, we're going to be talking about fantasy football trades, kind of like what to do with certain players. It's not just buy low, sell high, but just kind of what to do. Realistically, right? I want to give functional fantasy advice. I sometimes hate when people are like, sell this guy, buy this guy, and there's like zero context. And it's like, bro, I wish I could. I'm trying to help you out in the most realistic way, or where, if 7 or 8 out of 10 people listening to this, there's a good chance it would work for you guys, right? Not like 1 out of 10 chance. Like trade Kyle Pitts for George Kittle. I don't know if you can pull that off. I don't think anybody wants Kyle Pitts right now.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one to move.
Yeah. So the first guy I have right here is Dalvin Cook. Used to be number 33. I think now he's number 4. So what you want to do if you do have Dalvin Cook, wait for him to have a good week 5, and then you can trade him. I mean, he is a decent buy low, but I don't want to mess with this. I don't have Dalvin Cook on any of my fantasy teams, and there's a lot of reason for it. It's not just like, oh, I was right about him and I'm going to boast about it here. It's not like that. I got a little bit of luck, but I don't like that he's injury prone. I don't like that I got to waste a draft pick and a roster spot on Alexander Madison. And now we're in a sticky situation, one that I don't think we even thought we'd be in, where Dalvin Cook is half injured. So you can't start Madison, and Dalvin Cook sucks.
Capped upside. Yep.
So it's like you're in limbo. You're in fantasy poop limbo. There's like nothing you can do. There's no way out of it. So I think if you have Dalvin Cook, you hold on. He'll have a good week 5. I'm fairly confident in him, as confident as I can possibly be with essentially a fantasy bust. Hopefully he has a good week 5, and then you can sell him. And for those reasons, I would not buy low on him because I'm just so worried. It's so messy. I mean, I'm kind of a certified Tyler Algier hater, or I'm not even Tyler Algier. I'm just not a Tyler Algier believer, to be technical. I'd probably rather just have Tyler Algier on my team than trade a real asset for Dalvin Cook. It's just messy. And he's still got a big name, so I don't think you'd be able to get him for that cheap.
Yeah.
Well, anything to add to Dalvin Cook before we move on?
No, nothing really to add. I mean, Justin Jefferson's obviously going to take a lot of, targets in that offense, which kind of goes away from how much he's going to carry the ball. But like you said, the main concern is you can't start Madison, you can't start Cook for who knows how long, and that's going to be an issue.
Me and you have a dynasty team that we co-manage together. We have Dalvin Cook. I told you, we're trying to kind of tank this year.
Yeah.
Sort of. So we're trying to get rid of our RBs. Saquon, hopefully.
But that's more for a different reason, to be honest with you, because it's more of an idea or like a theme of trading our RBs, not necessarily.
Yeah.
It just so happen we have Dalvin. So
yeah. Well, and then this is dynasty. It's different. But
right.
The point I was trying to make was like, maybe we can sell him after he has a good game, hopefully.
Yeah,
week 5. Selling him now is not dumb because he might not have a good week 5. That was like, dude could go out there and get hurt. What is it, like 16% chance he goes out there and gets hurt against the Bears?
That's fair.
It's really high because he's injury prone. He's already injured. He could re-injure the same injury. I think it's a shoulder dislocation, even though it's minor. He could go out there and get cracked in the shoulder. So yeah, that's what you want to do with Dalvin Cook. Sell high on him and bank that he has a good week 5. I'm not that confident he'll have a good week 5, but I think there's a good shot. It's like a 51% chance, maybe a little higher than that. 60. We'll give him a 60% chance.
60-40.
He'll ball out. He can do against the Bears. He can do it, right?
Yeah,
as long as he doesn't get hurt.
He's done it many times before.
Oh yeah, and he's done it with ease too. I remember I was playing against Dalvin, and he went against the Bears, and he sucked, but he was still like slowly getting fantasy points because he'd get a little first down here. He'll get a couple catches, and I'm like, oh my God. And then Akeem Hicks got hurt, and then he just went like he just tore second half like it was like 100 yards. Like it was nothing. Every play was 5+, 10+ yards easy. So he's done it.
Exactly. And now the Bears don't have much of a defensive line compared to that Akeem Hicks and Khalil Mack days. So Dalvin should feast, in my opinion. So I think, selling him after week 5, spot on idea. Perfect.
I've been always saying buy low on Camara, and this is not a hard-headed thing. I'm not just going to be saying it again and again because he's my guy. I do constantly try to check myself, keep myself in check, reality check, look at stuff big picture, try to keep my ego in check. I do firmly believe this, and I think the time to buy low on Camara is now. You cannot wait past Friday. You got to do it right now. Go get him. He's about to go off week 5. I got my spidey sense. Everything's going off. Go get him. Beat reporters today said he's looking like his old self. He finally got 1 game to rest. There's no competition, zero competition behind him other than Taysom Hill. There's none. Latavius Murray is gone now. He was starting to kind of be like, hey, could this guy be the RB2 there for the Saints? Mm-hmm. Possibly. And the Saints were trying to sign him, but the Broncos stole him from the Saints. So Mark Ingram, he's not, he's a nobody. I honestly don't even remember the other guys. We got like DeAndre Washington or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, everyone's getting 4 carries. Mark Ingram gets 4 carries. That guy gets 4 carries, or some other guy gets 4 carries. They don't do anything. So it's all going to be Alvin Kamara. And on top of that, I hate to say it, but between Jarvis Landry and Mike Thomas, one of those guys probably going to be hurt, like on a regular basis. So more receptions for Alvin Kamara. Right now, you can get him for dirt cheap. Unlikely to get suspended unless TMZ comes out with some cell phone footage. So the court date is unlikely to happen where, they arrive to some kind of verdict or resolution, and then Alvin Kamara has to get suspended. So as of right now, that's minimal risk of him getting suspended. Go get him, man.
Yeah. Immediate future looks good too. Immediate future looks pretty good too. He's got Seattle, I think, this week. Yeah. Which is not a good run defense, not a good defense in general.
You don't know what's funny? Everyone is like, everyone loves Geno Smith now. Let me tell you guys something.
Big game.
Geno Smith is done much better than I've expected, but it's not going to be as easy against the Saints. Rashad Penny, he's not going to do what he did last week. Sorry, guys. It's the Saints and the Lions literally is the best matchup, no matter what position. They're the best matchup in fantasy. You got a washed quarterback, Geno Smith. Oh, that's great. Start him against the Lions. You got the most injury prone running back who's had, 1 good game and a few crappy games. Start him against the Lions. This is like, it's not going to be the same thing. Lions and Saints defense, they're not in the same realm. Now, Saints defense hasn't been great this year, but it's not like the Lions, dude. Lions is like ranked 31st, ranked 32nd. Like, it's so bad. Yeah. By the way, I saw the DraftKings. I don't know how it finished, but I saw a screenshot of the Millionaire Maker, and the top 10 was all the same guy, and he picked 7 Lions and Seahawks players. It was just so funny. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was Jared Goff, Hawkinson, Rashad Penny, Josh Reynolds, and then Eagles D. But he just snuck in Eagles D.
Snuck in the Eagles defense.
Yeah, but he started literally every player from that team except I think 2 positions, something like that. And it was all the same roster. So he was winning the $1 million, $100,000. He was winning all of them. I don't know how you would beat that though, because
that's true.
So I think the dude won like $1,400,000. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't know why you would put in the same lineup probably about twice, but multiple times. But I don't know.
Yeah, people do that. I've seen noobs do that on 2 lineups. I've never seen someone do it 10 times though.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
10.
And on that type of like play, like. I mean,
Lions
Seahawks. It's the Lions Seahawks. You're going all in, like, oh my goodness.
Those teams went off though. That was nearly 100 points they put up.
Yeah, good call by him.
This game won't be. I think it's dumb. I think it's luck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like there's just that is not how you play a tournament. But anyway, this is not a DFS podcast, but it's crazy. I wanted to show that for like how high scoring it was, and this game won't be as high scoring. All right, Saints, it's not. That's not the one. But buy low on Camaro for sure. DJ Moore. I was able to trade him away in standard league in a package deal. Only way you could sell this guy. Now he's gonna probably suck this week because the Niners D is just one of those like all around good defenses, kind of like the Broncos D. They have a great team defense, but Niners have more pizzazz. They'll hit you harder. They're definitely more flashy with guys like Nick Bosa. They're just really good. And once they get healthier, they'll be even better. So unlikely DJ Moore will perform well this week. I mean, it seems like he will, but he's facing even a tougher defense. So I don't know how it's going to happen. But if you do have him, I would hold on to him. I think there is a glimmer of hope. Unlike Allen Robinson's hope, he has no hope. He's done. He's a drop. You drop an Allen Robinson in a 12-team league. I don't. What I'm probably saying is kind of like common sense, kind of like duh.
For me, yeah, I think, but I think it's kind of recent because I mean everyone drafted him at a decent spot, but
a late 4th round in a 12-team.
Yeah,
wow,
it's crazy. Yeah, second time in a row he's been absolutely abysmal.
We traded away Allen Robinson as well in the duos league in a package trade. Only way to get rid of him, but now it's too late. Now you can't trade away DJ Moore, and you definitely can't. I mean, you have to just drop Allen Robinson. You can't even have him on your roster. I'd rather have Mike Boone.
I'd rather have that other guy, DeAndre Carter, whoever you said, the Indianapolis Colts guy. Honestly,
no, that guy's on the Chargers. DeAndre Jackson. DeAndre Carter is a real player. That wasn't a made-up guy. He's the wide receiver 4 for the Chargers.
Okay, my mistake. DeAndre Jackson.
I don't know about that one because Allen Robinson, as soon as he has a good game,
actually, now that Nyheim Hines is concussed in the concussion protocol, who knows about JT? I don't know. That's the point, though. You know, we can talk ourselves into it potentially with Allen Robinson. That's crazy.
Yeah, so Allen Robinson's been dropped, but
let's focus on DJ Moore though. Exactly.
I think he still has a shot to be somewhat decent this year. I don't have high hopes for him. I can't even call him a wide receiver 2, unfortunately. But with bye weeks coming up, top 30 finishes, I definitely see him doing that. If you need a wide receiver 3 or a flex spot, I think you have no choice because you can't trade him away. You can't trade him away in a sneaky package deal like I did because that was like a week and a half ago when people didn't know he sucked. So there's just nothing you can do. I think he's a hold.
I would agree for redraft. And I think in Dynasty, I would probably buy him because he's probably costs a little bit cheaper than normal. He's still very talented. He's still a young player. You still know that if you can get a half decent quarterback with him, he has that, that high end WR2 upside in fantasy, top 24 receiver. And look, by the way Baker Mayfield looks and with how impatient the Carolina Panthers owner is, they could easily get another quarterback, try yet again. Maybe this time with their draft pick, they don't go for some other position and they finally do invest in the quarterback, or maybe they get a veteran or whoever. Or maybe DJ Moore gets traded to a different team who has a quarterback. So many things can happen, and basically the main thing is the guy is still young and he's still very talented. And his value is low right now, so I think he's a buy low. He's someone that I would purchase.
Here's my problem. In our community, it's not as prevalent, but this is like the most annoying thing. Every year I hear people talk about DJ Moore, other analysts and other communities. Everyone loves him. He's always 100% of the time overdrafted. Do you think, that would affect, do you think his price is still inflated just because he's kind of a dynasty or just a fantasy darling for whatever reason? People just like him.
Well, what I would say is the angle that I'm approaching this at is, in redraft, we're saying that he's like a hold because you can't sell him, which is not really an optimistic way of looking at him. He's kind of like a let's hope he does something type of thing.
Yeah.
If you can find that guy who's kind of overreacting a little bit maybe he's like, oh shoot, I really needed to win this year. I've got DJ Moore. Maybe I can upgrade to, some win now receiver, a little bit older of a guy. That could be the type of transaction you want to make. It kind of depends on, what your team as well. Obviously, if you're trading for DJ Moore, you're probably not going to be looking at a championship run this season. But, for the future, et cetera, that's why we're talking dynasty when it comes to DJ Moore, and it's a dynasty buy. I think there's a lot of upside there. There's a lot of the pros outweigh the cons, at least for now. All the cons are just kind of immediate, and I think can go away pretty soon, one way or another.
What are you thinking, like Jeff Wilson in a late round pick?
Like something sure. That's perfect.
Help the guy get like 1 or 2 more wins.
Sure. Sell a guy who's hot. Maybe even like if the guy needs a tight end, go Higbee in a pick, something like that. Yeah, someone who's hot, who's not really that valuable in dynasty.
Okay, so you put in it more in like giving a better example. Like, so the guy trading away DJ Moore is probably a win now.
Yeah.
And the person trading for DJ Moore is probably a rebuild.
Yeah, because I think a guy who has DJ Moore and is in rebuild, he's probably actually a little bit happier, if anything, that DJ Moore is not going off, because that means his pick is going to be a little bit higher.
Well, you have 1 or 2 fans. I don't know. I lost track of count, but we definitely have at least 1 fan. Okay. We got Dynasty Night Trader here. Ooh, he's the opposite of you. He's saying if you're a Batman, he's Joker. He says hi.
He's the Joker.
And we have a question. Rather be out fishing. He says Judy or DJ Moore in Dynasty.
That's a good question. Good question.
Judy's younger, right? Judy's 23.
He's a couple years younger, 25 or 26 for DJ Moore.
25.
Yeah, I would say Judy just because I do have a little bit more faith in Russell Wilson, even after today's terrible showing. It's Baker Mayfield. That's a comparison, It's not very good. And, this from an optimistic glass half full approach, Russell Wilson can only go up from here, So
Baker Mayfield could go down.
Baker Mayfield should go down, honestly.
Yeah, he's so bad.
It's not looking good.
To me, it's not close just because of the age.
Okay, sure.
So when I'm thinking of stuff, I just go like, I'd rather, because I do a lot of other stuff. I do investing, I used to play a lot of professional DFS, and like I just take the tiny win. So it's like we might be wrong this way or that way, but I'd rather get the younger guy.
Why it's close for me though is just because DJ Moore has kind of proven to be that top 24 WR2.
Yeah, Judy hasn't really proven anything, but I still believe in Judy's talent. I mean, you got to calculate a lot of stuff, and one is like, Russell Wilson, and that maybe once they get a new coach next year, maybe all of a sudden Russell Wilson's good. Coaching matters a lot, and I'm not afraid to admit dumb stuff like this and make myself look dumb, but I mean, I already knew that, but it makes it a lot more obvious to me when you see the New York Giants. Look at how good they are this year. I mean, they're not good, but look at how much better they are, and they're winning. It's obviously the coach. It's not the wide receivers. They don't have any. I mean, they played without a quarterback last week. Both got hurt. Like they win. They look way better. Saquon Barkley, best running back in fantasy right now. Like obviously the coach matters, and I don't think anybody here thinks Nathaniel Hackett's going to be coach of the year.
No chance. No. He's got to really turn it around for that to happen. Oh, my God.
Bro, when they kicked that field goal the first week, I couldn't believe it. I didn't understand. Like, it was unfathomable. I was just like, what?
From 60 yards out, and you have Russ at that point. Like, we didn't know at this point how bad the offense would look through 4 or 5 weeks, but at that point,
probably would have converted it though.
Probably
he could convert that. Yeah,
you never know. You never know.
Yeah, that was so weak. Huh? Did he just say the Giants were good? No, you gotta don't like
The
hang
Giants are
on
playing well. Come on,
don't
now.
hang on every word that I said. Like I did say they're good, then I corrected myself. They're not really good, but they're way better. The Giants are very close to a real team this year. Last year, the Giants were like Pee Wee football.
The
That's how
Giants are
bad they
playing
were.
better football than the Denver Broncos right now. Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
It's not pretty.
close.
It's not messy, but and they have there's players that are hurt. There's stuff that doesn't go there. They're figuring out how to win. They look so much better. It's
Coaching
the
matters.
coach.
Yep. It matters.
It matters tremendously. in
Good
football.
players cannot overcome bad coaching. That's a thing.
Okay, and we have this one. You wanted to talk about Chris Godwin and Mike Evans in Dynasty.
Yep. These are a pair of Dynasty sells, I think. The main reason is Tom Brady. You know he's probably on his way out very soon. It's just a matter of time until these guys become pretty much, I don't want to say valueless, but Mike Evans is also getting old as an individual. If I'm going to keep one of them between the two, I'd probably keep Godwin. He's younger. Both of them are tremendously talented, and both of them are still going to produce this year. So you can still get pretty decent value for them. So I would try to make a move to trade away Mike Evans, Chris Godwin before it's too late. In terms of what you want to get, let's say you're a team with Mike Evans. You thought you could win. It's not looking so good. You need to rebuild. Go get a first-round pick if you can. Maybe you're a team who is competing, but you're still trying to see, look for the future as well, but still maintain a competitive team this year. Maybe just trade for someone younger, like trade for a guy like maybe like Drake London or Michael Pittman or someone like that. And whatever pick you need to, make that trade happen, package deal, be creative, et cetera, et cetera. But the point is, I guess, trade away these Bucs receivers because in a year's time, not going to be the same. In 2 years' time, definitely not going to be the same.
Mike Evans, value's up right now. Just had a good game. Chris Godwin, he might have a huge game against the Falcons. Bucs are projected to put up a good amount of points. All right, I'm going to kind of ask you to put your money where your mouth is. I myself am not a huge DJ Moore fan.
Okay.
I find it annoying how they talk about him every year. I've been right about him. I've never hated him. I just thought he was being drafted one round too early every year, and I've been right because I liked him in round 5. People were drafting him in round 4. Now that they got a quarterback in redraft, people started drafting him in round 3. I liked him round 4. Right? It's like it's been terrible.
Gotcha.
But we have a dynasty league. If people don't know about the Throne Dynasty League, we have a dynasty league. As a community, it's your team. Anyone that's watching this or listening to this, it's your team as well. I let my followers draft for me. That's a simple way to explain it, but we made all the picks together as a team. Okay, I put the Dynasty Day Trader and Bob in charge. I was also in charge, but we did it all as a team. So we have a Dynasty team that we drafted as a community, the couch community. We're tanking this year, and we had a pretty good draft, I might say, for what we did.
I would say
we executed pretty well. And Bob brings a good question. Now I'm scared, but I'm going to leave this to the Dynasty Day Trader. So we have Amari Cooper. We have a couple pieces that we want to sell, such as Gallup. Oh, we already sold him, huh? We got rid of Gallup.
We did get rid of Gallup. Yeah.
Good.
You want to talk about that trade, or maybe in a second here?
That's boring, but we could after this. Is at least more pressing and more sexier. Right here.
Definitely.
We could talk about that. Sure. We got rid of Gallup. I think we got another player we kind of want to get rid of. I don't remember. Maybe Jimmy G. Maybe I don't know. But
yeah, Garoppolo and Amari Cooper is definitely one of them.
Amari Cooper's the number one guy we got to get rid of because he's a little bit older and he's doing well. He could jeopardize the tank for us, and we're tanking hard. Super hard. We want to lose this year. We want to get the first overall pick.
Yeah.
And Bob is asking, should we offer Amari Cooper for DJ Moore and then some? So we'll get DJ Moore and a pick. Maybe we'll offer Amari Cooper and a late round pick for DJ Moore and an early to mid round pick.
Perfect. I'm into that. I would. I totally would. You're saying put your money where your mouth is. I'm so down. I didn't think of the Throne Dynasty and getting DJ Moore, but now that you've put that idea there, I'm smiling about it. I'm into it. I like it.
All right, let's
We can figure out the team. We can look at the team after this and figure out an exact offer. But I am so down to sell Amari.
Let's not be
DJ
too
Moore.
haste here, but you like it though. You like the idea.
I like it.
Amari Cooper is 28.3 years old. I mean, that's a big difference from DJ Moore, who is 25.4. So pretty much exactly 3 years difference.
It's a big difference for receivers, especially.
Yeah.
And given what we're trying to do for our team, we want to get a little bit less points. We know DJ Moore is going to get us less points.
Yeah.
Everything kind of just works. It's just the stars are kind of aligning here.
Yeah. And there is those unknowns. Who's the quarterback for the Panthers? That's a huge unknown. Will DJ Moore remain a Panther? DJ Moore's quarterback situation, forget what people were saying, like, oh, Baker's the best, like, whatever. Let's say Baker's the 30th best quarterback in the NFL right now. It's the odds are saying that DJ Moore's quarterback situation when we're competing in 2024 is going to be better, regardless if he's in a Panthers jersey or he gets traded, right? The odds say that he'll have a top 20 QB, right?
And that's an improvement. A
huge improvement from going from 30 to 20.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'm into it.
All right. Okay.
We can finalize the exact details, me and Bob, afterwards, and we'll send it out. We'll see what happens.
All right. That'll be interesting. Yeah, DJ Moore. Look, we didn't draft him, so we're good. I don't have him in any of my leagues. Like, that's good. We go get him.
Yeah, I think this would be my second or first share of DJ Moore. I'm not sure if I still have him or not in one team, but I'm excited to get him for sure if we can.
Man,
it won't be a straight up type of thing.
No. He thinks DJ Moore's worth more.
Really?
I completely disagree. Actually,
Fishing
plays in a similar type of league, but so I mean, like, he's not going to be completely oblivious to this, but just for some context, this is a high stakes $250 league. People are pressed to win. Most people don't want to just waste $1,000 and start winning later. So if DJ Moore is on a win now team, which when we drafted, didn't like 8, 9, 10 people draft to win now in that league? They didn't want
majority of the league.
They didn't want to burn $1,000. It's a serious money just to throw $1,000. We can afford that because I'm a lunatic, and plus we got a deal. We're playing with house money. Like, we get in for free, and even not, I wouldn't care. This is my job. Like, I'm doing this for the content anyway, so we can burn $1,000. We don't give a crap. I told you guys before we started, but don't worry about the money. Like, let's just do whatever we think is best for the dynasty. But other people actually do have to worry about money. Like, they have bills to pay. They don't want to just burn $1,000. So I think we got Amari Cooper. It's a best ball dynasty league. Amari Cooper is basically perfect for this format. He puts up either 23 fantasy points or 2 fantasy points. It's perfect.
Ideal.
And, he's got Jacoby Brissett, who's been surprisingly playing well this year. I mean, for what we thought, he's going to have a huge upgrade at quarterback in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. That's the major selling point. Deshaun Watson coming back is going to be huge for his value. And I think that's the angle that we got to kind of approach it when we sell him. But we'll see. I'm hoping this goes down. I'm already envisioning DJ Moore with our,
this is crazy. I'm scared because how I've always felt about DJ Moore. I'm very worrisome about him, but I don't hate him though. Like, I do see maybe in 2024 this guy's like a top 11 wide receiver.
I can see it.
Boom! Oh my God, we got this guy. We're competing. Full throttle. He's 27 years old. Like, our team is just going off.
Very realistic scenario. I could see it happen. And I'm hoping it happens. All right, what else we got?
That's it. We'll answer some questions. That's it. Oh, did you want to talk about J-Rob or not?
Oh yeah, sure. So, another running back. I think it's time to sell him in Dynasty as well, right? He's having a huge monster season. Unless you're competing, if you're competing, you definitely want to hold on to him for sure. But if you are not competing, if you're rebuilding, first of all, he's a running back, so obviously that's number one thing you want to do if you're rebuilding is sell your running backs probably. But another thing is like I feel like he is what happened to Antonio Gibson, how he's kind of in his downfall is about to happen to J-Rob pretty soon. First of all, he's a late round draft pick, so his pedigree is not that great. It's not impossible to be.
I think he's undrafted.
Yeah, he's undrafted. Okay, there you go.
I think so.
I thought it was like round 6, but you could be right. Let's double check that. Either way, it's not impossible to be a late round / undrafted. There you go, undrafted guy, and be a stud. Austin Eckler is another example. But when you have another guy there, Travis Etienne, I know he's been pretty bad this year in terms of fantasy football, but he's been okay as, you know, a real football player. And, you know, maybe, who knows, I'm just thinking, maybe, you know, he's a young guy. They spent a first-round draft pick on him. You know, Trevor Lawrence is kind of the future, and, you know, Travis Etienne, they went to the same school. It's his first year off a Liz Frank injury, so it could be a matter of them just, you know, slowly bringing him into the fold. I haven't, obviously, the way I'm sounding, I clearly have not given up on Etienne. I'm still fairly high on him, but, I mean, yeah, it just seems that if he can get going the way, you know, people who drafted him and the way we projected him to be in the NFL, if he can really get to that form, I don't know. James Robinson seems like he doesn't have much of a place. Additionally, he's already 24. I know the running back age is a little bit older than that, but you generally speaking in Dynasty, you want those guys when they're on their rookie contracts. And James Robinson's going to be off of that very soon. So again, all those reasons, I would sell James Robinson for high because he's been going off. He's been insane this year. Get what you can. If you can get, in terms of a pick, if you can get like an early second or even a first in like 2024 maybe, or an early 2023 second, that would be something I would be doing. Otherwise, in terms of a player, if you can just get younger at the running back position or get a young receiver and make up whatever balance, you know, on an upgrade, downgrade, I think those are all viable moves to trade away.
Yeah, I think it'll be tough, but yeah, he's definitely a sell in Dynasty. And I was saying he was a sell.
Contender. I don't think it'll be tough. It'll be tough if to in general, sure, but to a contender, to the right guy, I don't think it'll be
someone that just lost Javonte, or I don't know. A lot of people went down, so
yeah,
I guess for sure. Yeah, going back to the DJ Moore Amari Cooper thing, some people are talking about it. That was really Fishing's take. That's not our take. That I think DJ Moore. So like really get into it. Like I think it's obvious, but like let's really get into it. DJ Moore, a fantasy owner has a dynasty owner has DJ Moore on their team. They're benching him every single week. They're trying to win. They might have a little bit of woes at wide receiver 3 or flex. And you offer him Amari Cooper. I mean, how is that not like
so good, right?
DJ Moore is a must bench. Like you guys, this dude, this theoretical made up person I just made up, maybe like hoping, praying that he could somehow trade DJ Moore. Maybe he doesn't even think it's possible. And you send him an offer. It's like, oh my God. And then he goes, and Deshaun Watson's coming back. I can make a run for the championship.
To him, it's a godsend. And for us, we're getting our guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Perfect. So it's definitely a must. Like it's definitely doable. Like DJ Moore's, some people are dropping him.
And a real element to this is that some players, now that the football season's in full swing, you're kind of in that redraft mindset because every week you got to start sit and you got to pick up these trash running backs that you never really roster on like a dynasty long-term type of team. And you kind of, the lines between dynasty value and redraft value get a little fuzzy for them. So there's some players who have that kind of flaw, I guess, and they would say, Amari Cooper is way better in redraft than dynasty. I would do that 1-for-1, for example. Like that. I'm not saying I would, but I'm saying like that could be what their thought process is. You know what I mean? Like,
easily, bro. It's just, people think like, oh, that's only dumb people, but that's just how it is. It's just facts. Just like when we get closer to the NFL draft and dynasty rookie drafts, those rookie draft picks all of a sudden shoot up in value. Rookie fever. It happens every year. Rookie fever even happens in redraft.
Yeah.
So it's
definitely.
like, I mean, it's definitely doable. DJ Moore is really bad this year. All right, let's answer some questions. Here we go. Mike Williams or Miles Sanders, 1 point PPR. That's who to start this week. I think we're going to go with Mike Williams.
Good for me because I have him on my team.
Yeah, Miles Sanders is a lot safer. I like him, but talking PPR, Keenan Allen's probably. I'm expecting Keenan Allen to be out. Should I trade DK for Breece Hall? In redraft, I would. I'd take that risk. Do it in Dynasty too.
I might. Yeah, and I was going to say in Dynasty, I probably would too, actually.
Yeah. It's a redraft question, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. Definitely in redraft. Yeah, absolutely. No brainer.
Mike Williams or Damian Harris at flex. Go with Mike Williams unless it's non-PPR.
Yep, I would agree.
Also, should I trade with that combo of Mike Will and Miles Sanders in future weeks? Who could I trade for? I don't really like answering questions like this just because it's all about the person you're trading for. I think if you're going to sell Miles Sanders, you got to sell him now before something bad happens. Sell him at his peak. I get waiting one more week. If he's like, hey man, he's been good through 5 weeks, then he's totally solidified. I mean, man, you might even Mike Williams for Camaro straight up right now. You can do that. Just add a crappy player to it. Like DJ Moore.
No, you totally could. You totally could.
Just add a crap. Yeah, add a crap.
Yeah.
Guys, by the way, I went over this one trick that I learned this year that I learned on my own. And so what I did was I proposed a trade, a 2-for-2 trade. Right. And one of the guys that I included to trade for was Hunter Renfrow, but the person didn't know that I was like, I didn't want Hunter Renfrow. I didn't even care for him. But they probably value Hunter Renfrow. They drafted him. And so I countered and I just sent the trade for Mike Thomas alone and left out Hunter Renfrow. Then they accepted right away. So they thought compared to, we're getting a discount. We don't even have to give away Hunter Renfrow. They don't know that I was like thinking about dropping Hunter Renfrow. But that's how you start the trade. So let's say you do Mike Williams and you could do it the other way too. So people know this, but people look at it the other way more so they realize the other way. So you can go Mike Williams for Camaro. It gets declined, counter, add a player. Or do Mike Williams and a player they hate, like a totally terrible player that's going to be dropped. And then counter back and replace that second player who's like your worst player with a little bit better player. Right. So, for example, Mike Williams and Allen Robinson for Camaro. It gets declined. Counter with Mike Williams and DJ Moore and say final deal. Boom. And now you're getting rid of a player you're about to drop anyway. It probably won't work, but I'd say like a 30% chance it'll work. And why not? Just all it takes is 2 clicks. Why not send that out?
Yeah, I dig it.
Camara's the buy low.
That'd be a great trade to get done, by the way. Mike Williams for Camaro. Wow.
What's up, man? I'm good at every other position except QB. Oh, He's venting about Russ. Starting J-Rob this week over Jamal. My other are Mixon, Aaron Jones, Monty. I would actually start Jamal Williams and bench James Robinson, assuming Swift is out. I would do that.
I like it.
James Robinson was inflated, man. He was RB2 a week ago. I was telling people he's not going to stay RB2.
No. Definitely not. Definitely not. That's why you got to sell.
That's why you got to what?
That's why you got to sell for Dynasty, like right now, pretty much. Because his value is going to just slowly start going down. It's not going to be plummeting for this season, but slowly going to go down. So you got to sell him.
We got a Mike Thomas question. That's just all about Jameis Winston and Mike Thomas's health. So for now, start Mike Williams. No, ETN's going to turn it around. Me and Sushane still have hope.
Yeah, I have a lot of hope.
We have hope.
Come on. The guy is the greatest rusher in ACC history. That will show itself at some point.
He hasn't even looked bad.
Yeah,
he had a couple blooper reels week 1, but honestly, he really, if you watch the film, he hasn't looked bad. He's actually looked kind of good. It's just that James Robinson's the vet. He's very efficient. He's scoring the touchdowns. It's been a 50-50 split, and only one guy's got any of the touchdowns. And you can see James, just look what happened. James Robinson was RB2. He's not RB2 anymore.
Yep.
Trade away Miles Sanders and Keenan Allen for Higgins. PPR.
This is kind of tough because I know T. Higgins has been going off, and I expect at least Jamar Chase to start picking it up a little bit, which takes away from T. Higgins. But you're still getting, I would think you're still getting the best player between the three of them.
So essentially, this guy's trying to get rid of Keenan Allen. Being real. He's like, he's treating Keenan Allen like Allen Robinson.
He's got good running backs.
So let me get rid of him.
And he wants to get basically like the DJ Moore thing. He's benched, and now Amari Cooper has arrived, pretty much. That same situation. He wants to get rid of Keenan Allen, get T. Higgins.
Now, Higgins has a minor injury. I would just want more. I don't know if Higgins is going to be that league winner for you. I think you just stay put. Why don't you just ride out Miles Sanders? And if Keenan Allen is alive this year, that's your bonus.
Yeah, Sanders has been pretty good.
He's doing great.
And my hesitations on T. Higgins is more of Jamar Chase slowly starting to ball out because he's just that guy.
Yeah. I don't think T. Higgins is worth it, man. I would just stay put. Brandon Cooks or Deontay Johnson on PPR. Go with Brandon Cooks. Deontay Johnson, not the best start this week.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett first start. Can't trust that. Cannot bank on that.
Trade away Sanders, Keenan Allen, and Doubs for Waddle and Kittle.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I would still stay put.
Okay,
Dolphins are a weird team right now. Waddle's questionable. Tua's hurt, and Kittle is not heavily involved in the pass game. Kittle's going to have 2 great games, and that's it this year.
That's crazy to me. I mean, you're right, though, but that just sounds so crazy. How he's only going to be very barely fantasy relevant.
If the team's winning, though, that's the right call.
No, you're right. I don't disagree with you at all in terms of how the real football team is built, not our fantasy teams.
The defense is great. Jimmy G is not elite. He's a game manager.
Run play calling is superb.
And and I mean, what are you gonna do? And he's the best blocker. He's just an amazing, phenomenal blocker. I wouldn't do that trade either.
Yeah. I don't think I like Waddle enough for that trade to happen either. So I would say no, definitely hold.
I traded Keenan and Clyde for Camaro and Josh Palmer. Thoughts? Josh Palmer in a trade of this proportion is a 0. so you can pretty much take him out of the equation. So I get it. Josh Palmer's an okay spot start when Keenan Allen's out. You can start him at flex, maybe wide receiver 3 on some weeks, not every week. But you got rid of Keenan. Kind of sold high on Clyde. I like it though. I like buying low on Camaro. So I like that you got Camaro.
Camaro definitely will be good for you.
Jared Goff, top fantasy QB this year. After the top 4, maybe. After the top 5, 6 suspects, usual suspects. Yeah, I mean he's got
suspects. Yeah.
Look, he was the best quarterback last week. Now he'll have Amon-Ra coming back. He'll have after the bye week, Swift coming back, Jameson Williams coming back in a few weeks. He's got Hawkinson, Jamal Williams. Like this is a stacked team.
God.
And the defense.
Don't talk yourself into it. No.
Into what? I'd be great. I wish I had Goff on some of my fantasy teams.
What? All right. I hope. Let's see. I hope you're right. I don't have him on anything, but I'm hoping for the kid.
Well, look, some people drafted Russell Wilson. I mean,
that's true.
I had a pretty tough question. Look, I don't care how stupid I probably look really stupid right now. I had a tough question. Somebody asked Wilson or Goff, and it was close. Thankfully, I said Goff. I mean, it was close because I didn't know if Amon-Ra was coming back. If Amon-Ra was back, it would be easy. But thankfully, I said Goff.
Yeah, so that says a lot about Russell Wilson, how the Broncos look more than anything else.
Yeah, but I didn't know that Russell Wilson would suck today. Colts have been horrible.
That's true.
I didn't know that. Yeah, now I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you're dumb," and yeah, you should have known. Well, it was a question that I was asked, so that guy didn't know. One of my Patreon members, matter of fact. So I wanted to really give him a good think. And I think I got Goff ranked QB 13 this week and Russell Wilson QB 14. That's already wrong. That was wrong already. But at least I have the right guy ahead.
Yeah, right.
I was like, man, they're tied, but I'm going to go Goff. Is Dalton Schultz a buy low in Dynasty, Sushane?
Yes. I think so.
And he'll be good next year, even if he's probably be off the team.
Yeah, even if he's off the team, I think he's a pretty decent tight end. And the point is buy low. So yeah, I would.
Christian Kirk, Mike Williams, Bateman, pick 2. This is the easiest question ever. Bench Bateman.
Yep.
This guy's your evil twin's kind of a jerk, by the way.
Yeah, I don't like the upside down logo. It's not a good touch.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't add, dude. Fishing was just trying to help, bro.
And he gave the right answer.
And it was the obvious. Like, not only is Bateman the bench, he's also hurt right now. So it's like obviously Bateman. I didn't ask you. Who is this guy? Let's bring him on the show. I'm gonna send you a link. Hop on the show. Let's see your face. I'm sure this guy's got a very pretty face. I can already. I mean, his face is probably upside down. But
what if it's my face is upside down? What if he has like some sort of like monitor to do that?
Oh my, just
a program
just projects you, but upside down. Yeah,
that'll be hysterical.
Renfro is back. Yes. Do you like Thielen now? I like him more than I used to, but I don't really trust Captain Kirk. I don't really trust the Vikings. Thielen is great. I'm still not that high on him because of his age. He might get hurt. He might kind of fall off. But as of right now, he is pretty good. I think I just told somebody to start him in a close question. Yeah, no, he in redraft, he's fine. He's doing better than I thought as well. So he's solid. You could have a lot worse. Elijah Moore could be, right? That's worse.
Yeah, definitely could be worse.
Elijah Moore, a guy we liked. Yeah, he's pretty bad. No, Trade away Sanders for D-Hop.
Ooh.
Now we're talking. We're getting closer. That is a tough one. DeAndre Hopkins, right? What do we know about him? Very durable guy, but all of a sudden now he's hurt. Yep. All of a sudden now he's on steroids. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden now numbers have been dropping. Older.
Marquise Brown.
Oh, I don't know if that's that bad.
I mean, it's still
they complement each other.
Yeah, but there's it's the catches Marquise Brown gets, and there's Rondale Moore still there. Zach Ertz
gets targets.
A lot of mouths to feed.
You know,
And it's
if you
Kyler Murray, who he's the opposite of durable in terms of as the season progresses.
yeah, he's good to miss a game or two. That's a tough one, man. But if you really need a wide receiver and you're stacked at running back,
Just
I think
find
this
one on
is a fair
waivers,
trade.
dude. I don't know. I
Nah,
would
not
keep
in all.
Sanders. I would
Like
keep
I am.
Sanders. It is a
I'm
fair trade. Don't get me wrong, but I'm leaning Sanders.
I am in this league where I forgot to draft a wide receiver. All right. A lot of
Okay,
people made
let's
fun
go.
of me. I'm 2-2. Like in this league, like everyone drafted a wide receiver. I'm used to everyone reaching for running back. This was a league that I did with people I didn't know. And wide receivers, it's a 3 wide receiver PPR league. It just went crazy. And there's no wide receivers on waivers. None. Like none whatsoever.
Well,
And
if
if
that's the situation, okay, I can understand it.
a lot of people
It's a
play
fair
3
trade.
wide receiver full PPR leagues. But like I'm saying, man, once you get out of your comfort zone, once you start playing high stakes and with people you don't know, it's different. Not everyone just drafts running back. You saw on the FFPC draft boards how running backs get disrespected in the main event, in redraft, in best ball, in Dynasty. The running backs fall a lot more than what we're accustomed to in our leagues. So it's
Oh, yeah,
like,
by a lot for sure.
you know, and I don't think this guy's in a high stakes league or anything, but you know, it really varies league to league. And I think if you have running back, you need wide receiver, I say you do it. Hopkins
The
should still
value's
be
there.
solid.
The value's there. I'll say that.
Yeah, these guys were drafted around the same. Actually, Miles Sanders was drafted after Hopkins, and now you don't have to wait for that whole suspension.
Yeah,
Now you
the
got him
suspension's
coming
gone.
back soon. So
Mhm.
it's like, you know, you drafted Miles Sanders in round 7, and now Hopkins, you know, if he was only suspended 2 games instead of 6, he would have been going like round 4. Maybe even
Yeah.
early. I mean, I think you'd go before DJ Moore, maybe round 3. So it's like you're trading a round 7 player for a round 3 player. I think
And
that's
to
a
add
win.
one more thing, in terms of how Miles Sanders is doing, I mean, right now the Eagles are as good as any team in the NFL. If they can sustain it, okay, good for you, good for Miles Sanders and getting him. But you know, the odds would say that they probably won't sustain it, and that means Miles Sanders would probably regress just by a little bit. So you have a good point. I feel
Yeah,
you.
it's a close. I think it's an even trade.
I like it. Okay.
I think I would do it because I'm thinking if I had Hopkins, I probably wouldn't do it. I'd be like, man, I've been
Fair.
saving Hopkins, and now I'm gonna trade him for an Eagles running back.
That's true. It's a pretty messy situation, even though Sanders has been good. But
Trade away. This guy's back, by the way. Keenan Allen. Trade away Keenan Allen, Dubs, and Sanders for Devontae Adams. I would. So Devontae Adams is a guy I would trade for, but I think you're giving up too much. I don't know why you'd give up giving up your whole roster.
yeah, that's too much to give up. But I would actually disagree in terms of buying. I'm trying to sell Devontae Adams in the duos league. But that's a conversation for another day, maybe. I
Well,
don't
we'll
know.
trade him to us then.
All right, we can talk trade.
Yeah, trade him to us. We need anything. We need any help we can
Well,
get. All our players, dude, all our players are injured. Mike Thomas, we traded for, he got hurt. Cordell Patterson, we traded for, he got hurt. We drafted Javonte Williams, he's hurt. We drafted Eli Mitchell, he's hurt. We drafted Tyrion Davis Price, he's hurt. We drafted Tua, he's hurt. It's
bad. Okay.
It's bad.
I
We could use anything.
Okay.
I'm starting Greg Dortch this week just as a placeholder. I'm not actually starting him. I just don't want my opponents to see the fear in our eyes. So I put somebody just to have somebody there, you know, just to any advantage I can get. We have Greg
Me
Dortch.
and my partner, you and your partner, we're all in a group chat together. We'll make some noise in that for sure.
Give us Devontae Adams. We have nothing to offer you, but I'm sure we'll make it work.
We can figure something out potentially. We'll see. We'll see. Without looking at your team, obviously. I'm just talking to air. But yeah, I mean, for that trade, you are giving up like 3 for 1. I mean, how much depth do you have? If you have a lot of depth, or if it's like an 8 or 10 team league, you know, maybe that's an idea.
Too much.
But it's still, it's still the value's not there.
It's way too much. Do we have any other good? The questions today are very weird. You guys have been kind of on the weird side.
Yeah,
All right,
it's been-
this guy's normal, I hope. Am I wrong to notice that this year's crop of QBs have been unusually unreliable? I feel like I'm regretting holding off drafting a good QB until too late. Yeah, we've went over that on the last podcast. Yeah, definitely. Like we kind of regret not getting Jalen Hurts, whatnot. But I had Brady as a buy low. I don't know if I even announced that, to be honest, and that's my fault. But I thought Brady could turn it around. He was playing the Chiefs. He put up good stats, nearly 400 passing yards. Now he's playing the Falcons. I think he'll do well. He just needed his receivers back, man. So maybe Brady does turn it around, but we are kind of regretting not drafting Jalen Hurts, not drafting maybe even Lamar, definitely Josh Allen, maybe Justin Herbert. We're kind of regretting that. But then again, you never know. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. I thought Joe Burrow could have been in that conversation. He's kind of not.
One injury can really change the landscape of all this entire conversation. And all of a sudden, Jared Goff is just QB5 right now. It's
Yeah, Jared Goff is killing it. Geno Smith is top 10. Carson Wentz was top 3 the first 2 weeks. A lot can happen. And Brady, look, Mike Evans got suspended. He got locked up by Lattimore. Godwin got hurt again. Julio Jones got hurt. Like this guy's lost a lot of receivers. Gage has been questionable. Brashard Perriman was out. They signed Cole Beasley. He retired. Like a lot's going on here. If he just gets some of his receivers back, which they're looking better, right? Godwin should play. Mike Evans is playing, going up against the Falcons. Look, man, I love it. I think Brady's going to bounce back. So,
yeah. And another guy, veteran, who's kind of taken in the same range, maybe a little bit later, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, if anything, we expect his rookie receivers to get better as the season goes along, which is going to be better for him. So, hey, who knows with how he ends up, by week 16, 17, when the season's all said and done.
I think he's a low upside QB.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's a league winner type, but hey, you never know. He should in theory improve at least,
Well, the thing with Rodgers, why is Rodgers good? Looking at the statistics, his TD INT ratio is amazing. He helps them win games. He never was a 400-yard passer. He doesn't rush a lot anymore the past 5 years. Doesn't have a lot of great rushing stats. It was all efficiency and all touchdowns to guys like Jordy Nelson or Devontae Adams. So, I mean, we're talking about even less yards. His yards were never that great, right? And we're talking less touchdowns. Like, so I just don't see him. In other words, Jared Goff's better. I don't know what to say.
Long story short, Jared Goff.
I mean, it's no upside, bro. Like, yeah, like, sure, what you're saying is right, but will that help you win a fantasy league? I think by that time you're toast.
Yeah,
like, you're already burnt toast.
No,
you burned it 10
right.
times over. Like, that's really the point. Like, yes, he could get better, and he's good in real life, but he was already that efficient QB, like just so amazingly efficient that he was still good in fantasy. And he's putting up less numbers, and he will put up less numbers than he did before.
Like, and if you have Aaron Rodgers, you're probably not winning a ton right now, unfortunately. But I feel you. Good point. Now, I don't think the quarterback play or the poor quarterback play is going to necessarily change how I draft next year. I still think I'm probably going to wait in 1 QB leagues to draft a quarterback in most of my redraft leagues. But for running backs, I mean, I think I'm probably going to start shifting to getting that top tier receiver over the stud name running back. Because, I mean, you're looking at these top guys not performing up to snuff. But
I'm honestly debating doing the rainbow strategy that I used to make fun of. Now, the rainbow strategy is you pick a player at every position, making the draft board, all colors of the rainbow, one color of each. Now, what I probably won't do is draft a QB early and tight end early. I got to pick my poison, right? So go Kelsey, wait on quarterback. All right, don't go tight end, go with a QB. So
Right.
that's the one position I won't do both in, but I'm thinking, especially in shallower leagues or leagues where you only start 2 wide receivers,
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
think that's a better strategy. Now you got an elite quarterback, you got an elite running back, and you got an elite wide receiver. You got those 3 kind of building blocks. I think you do anything else, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be my strategy moving forward. Like it's been really messy this year.
I like that plan.
Yeah. Back to the rainbow strat. All right, let's see if this guy's a normal question. Dynasty Night Trader asks, and this will be the last question. We're done. Rest of the year, who would you want? Wentz, T-Law, Goff, Jimmy G. I had Lance go down, and I'm awful at QB. So it's not Jimmy G, right? He's basically, in terms of fantasy, he's like Aaron Rodgers, but worse. No upside. And I, like, come on, don't make fun of me, guys.
You
please.
definitely don't want Carson Wentz.
I would say no. So it's between T-Law and Goff is what I was getting at for sure.
Yeah.
And
I'm Team Trevor, baby.
I think I might go Goff. It's a close, let's bring up their schedules.
Okay.
Lions schedule. All right, we got the bye week coming up here. And then we have Jaguars schedule. Last question of the stream.
This is a good one.
So we'll be in depth, and this is your evil twin. So or a clone experiment gone wrong. Whatever.
Whatever. It's all good.
Whichever one. Yeah, that's close. They're both close.
It looks like Jacksonville.
Oh, this is Dak? I would have never suspected.
No
well,
way.
I love rainbows, fishing,
Plot
nachos,
twist.
and couches. You're not going to win the Vampire League. Nah, I'm not talking. You didn't tell me you were a vampire hunter. I don't talk to your kind. So I dressed up like a vampire for this draft. It was fun. So next year, I'm probably going to have to dress up like Blade.
Yeah, it's got to be
Vampire
one
hunter.
up.
I got the shades. I'm gonna get a black leather coat. Get a snake, get garlic.
Just God! I look forward to that, bro.
Fat bling bling garlic, bro. Just fat jewelry, just fat chain. Sauce Gardner, Brees Hall got nothing on me. It's gonna be iced out garlic chain. Just coming to the live stream.
All right. I look forward to it.
Maybe I'm the vampire again next year.
Yeah,
bro, that was a bad for that. That's a bad vampire to pick because I live off waivers. Like,
of course.
It's two things I specialize in: DFS tournaments.
Wasn't
waivers?
Didn't you spin a wheel for this? If I remember.
Yeah. I said, look, I want to be. This is what I said. I said I want to be the vampire. But it's up to you guys. I said, look, I want it to be winner take all, but it's up to you guys. We'll vote it on it. Winner take all or top 3. They voted top 3. They voted random vampire. And so we spun the wheel and I got to be vampire.
There you go. Yep.
All along, I wanted to dress up like the vampire and be the vampire.
And now you're on your way to potentially getting Travis Kelce this week.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Well, I went up against McManus. That's bad. He did okay. I also went up against Russell Wilson. So far, so good. I benched Nyheim Hines last second because of my vampire intuition.
Yep, that's big.
Trevor Lawrence. This is Jaguars schedule. So Texans, good matchup. Colts, good matchup. Giants, Broncos, Raiders, I love that. Chiefs, I'm a big T-Law fan, by the way.
Oh, yeah, same.
I am. I like him this year. I like the schedule, too. It's a pretty good schedule. It's not amazing, but it's a pretty good schedule.
It's favorable for sure.
And then we got Goff. That's not Cowboys and Dolphins, not great. Packers, not great.
Bears should be a good
one. Bears, is that okay? Is that mediocre?
I think it's mediocre because it is a division game. They always play tough.
Giants, Bills, Jags, Vikings. So it looks like the last few weeks are pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I would say a slight edge to the Jaguars, not like a crazy edge, but definitely advantage Jaguars for the schedule.
For schedule, agreed. No, I think it's a better schedule.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
I like Trevor Lawrence. Bet on the talent, man. Bet on the talent. I totally understand for Jared Goff though, because I mean, if you look at the team around him, I think the team around Goff is probably more talented than the team around Trevor Lawrence. That's not to say Christian Kirk is a scrub. He's been amazing in fantasy football, but so is Amon-Ra, and Jameson Williams coming into the fold is probably going to be better than Zay Jones, Marvin Jones, or whoever else is their guy. And obviously Hawkinson, of course, is a stud tight end. So I got you.
Let's be more specific of what you said. So Lions supporting cast on offense is far superior to the Jag supporting cast on offense. Here's the big part that separates it, though. That's one big factor. Lions defense, we just talked about an hour ago on here.
Yeah.
They allow a ton of points.
Jaguars defense is actually pretty good.
Playing surprisingly well this year.
I see what you're saying.
Now let's look at the Jags schedule just in terms of the Jags D.
Yeah.
That's looking pretty. Like Texans, they don't score points. Colts, they don't score points. Giants, they don't score points. Broncos, they don't score points. Raiders, they come close to scoring points. Chiefs score points, but that's a shootout. That's a. I mean, these are Vegas shootouts. Like these are shootouts. So it's like, I don't know.
Now there are some division games. Like Houston can score points on bad teams. Like they scored 23 on the Bears. And, I don't think the Jaguars are miles ahead of. Actually, maybe they are, but I think they can. It could be like a game in the 20s. I could see that.
I'm going Goff by just a little bit, and
I think that's totally
there's nothing wrong with Goff's talent this year. It's not. Yeah. I mean, he's not looked great in the big. Like it's been a little bit this and that, but he's always put up stats.
And that's the name of the game. He's producing. He's putting up numbers.
Just like Brady last game wasn't great, like in real life. But I mean, he turned it on. He almost threw 400 yards.
Yeah,
against the Chiefs. Like, if Goff can do that, that's all we need. So, I'm going Goff. You're sticking with T-Law. Yeah. For me, it's very close, though. For me, it's very close. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. It's been fun. Make sure you subscribe to both our YouTube channels. Check out the podcast, Fantasy Couch Podcast. Good luck this week. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on the main YouTube channel. Then we'll head on over to the Discord. Talk to you guys then. Peace out.